Howdy y'all. So it's been a very long time since I did a Blick order or any real art supply order. But I was running out of paint, a color that I use for hooves a lot, and I'm always terrified that they're going to discontinue something. So I went immediately and ordered that. I also ordered a couple of other things because, you know, you can't just order one thing when you go to an art store site. But yeah, so it's been years since I actually placed like an order. It also got stuck for like a week somewhere in some FedEx facility. Nothing moved. It looked like it was lost, but popped up today. So yeah, let's open this up. Hopefully everything is in one piece and not crumbles and explosions, because I don't know what happened to this package, but yeah. Anyway, so let's see what we got. This looks very nicely packed. Take all this stuff out. I guess let's start with these brushes. I got a couple of brushes to try out because the brushes that I usually use, that are like my favorite go-to detail brushes, have like doubled, actually more like tripled in price. So I think what used to cost me like $8 a brush, that's probably like double the price. Now they're like $16, $18 a brush. So I'm like, time to try and find something different. So these are, of course it's bent up, but it's all right. That should go back to normal at some point. This is a 10-0 Princeton Select short liner. So they're synthetic, which don't tend to last as long as the sable ones, but they still get the job done. The only thing that they do sometimes is fray, but we'll see. Sometimes they just hold out pretty good. So that's okay. It's not as pointy as I like. This one actually looks nicer, and this is a 5-0. So that's technically bigger than that one, but it's a different type, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm gonna like this one better. So that should be fun. Same thing, same brand. So yeah, there's that. They were just fairly cheap little brushes just to give a shot and see if it's, you know, like I said, I'm always afraid something's going to discontinue or go up so high in price that it's not going to be reasonable to afford it, because even the brushes that I do use, they don't last that long when you use them a lot for details, because, you know, hair by hair really like takes it out of the brush. So they're not lasting that long, and they're costing me a fortune. So I don't know if it's going to be feasible to do that anymore. So I'm gonna have to find something different. I might have to replace these more, but if I replace them 3 or 4 times, it's probably the price of one of the other ones. So all right, what do we got in here? Aha. So I got some PanPastel colors. When I first got PanPastels, they weren't really a thing yet. They were just starting to be talked about, and there really weren't that many colors. Now there's so many colors, and I really like them. It's just that the colors that I had weren't that, you know, I couldn't really use them for much. But now they've got some really good ones, and I'm hoping this would really, I can use these a lot more now. And of course, their black is like the blackest of black pigments, and I absolutely love their black. So, and I'm actually running low on my black. So I got an extra one of those. So we have a extra black. Oh, it's so clean and new. So needed that. Their white is very good too, and I use a lot of that. It's not as low as my black is, but it's getting there, and it's one of those I'm placing an order and may as well just replace them now. And these colors are new ones for me anyway, that I think are going to be very useful. But they always look so did I get 2 of the same color? They always look so different in the pan than it does on paper in the model. So this is Crimson Shade. Oh no, why are there 2 of these? So these are Magenta Extra Dark times 2. Why are there 2 in here? Oh man. Yep, I just looked at the packing slip. I'm a dummy. I must have accidentally put 2 in the cart. Well, I hope this is a good color, because I have a lot of it. So oh, I can't believe I did that. And that was like one of the more expensive colors too. Burgle. Yep, I did that. I'm a dum-dum. Oh well. I suppose better than missing something, right? So those are them. What we got in this box, I would think that this should be some acrylic. Now, their prices went up quite a bit from, you know, when I was ordering a couple of years ago. Actually, it was like pre-COVID, I think was my last order. So, and even then my orders were more for like resin and stuff. Like, I haven't done this in a while, but the prices, like, I just couldn't believe how much they went up. These are 2 colors I use a lot. I like this black. This color I use for hooves a lot. This is the one I wanted to make sure I got before any sort of discontinuing or whatever. And I think this was like the last one or one of 2 left in the site. So also nerve-wracking when my package looked like it was missing. But I don't like this paint. It doesn't mix well. It's very transparent, but that works for this. And this black is very nice and black, and it's also glossy. So yeah, so it's not a thing that it's like, oh, I love these paints, but these 2 are very useful for me. So I needed those. And then I also got some extra JoSonjas, because again, the colors that I have, you know, all my orders were like sort of experimental, like, oh, let me try these colors or this brand. And then I never really went back and ordered more of the colors of those brands and stuff. So these went up in price. I know that because I remember them being a lot cheaper than this. But so here we got permanent alizarin. This is red violet, purple madder, black umber, and Indian red oxide. So I'm interested to see how those go. Again, they look weird in the bottle. I don't know how well those are gonna go, but we'll see. They look like they might be useful for certain days. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.